morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and I'd like to give today's shout out to Atrox Gaming. He was first to say first in one of my recent videos, and thus was his shout out, so congratulations. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here with a review of another neat quadcopter. This is the S166 GPS drone. What is the S166 GPS drone? Well, you can see it is a folding drone, another folding drone. It folds like so. But what's special about it? It has a 1080p camera. That's what's special about it. And what is special about that is it also has a microSD card slot. Okay, a lot of the drones that I've been seeing released recently, a lot of the GPS drones, have been coming with an SD card slot. Why is that a problem? Because if you fly out of Wi-Fi range, Wi-Fi FPV range, you lose your video. With the SD card here, it doesn't matter. If you fly out of Wi-Fi range and your Wi-Fi gets all choppy and broken, it's still recording to that micro SD card, so you don't get all that frozen frames and well, mainly frozen frames and frame dropping that you'll get if you go with a Wi-Fi flyer only. The camera is tiltable, 1080p camera, so you can, but you have to manually tilt it up and down with your hand, like so. Now, one other thing about it, this has GPS. You know, as the name implies, it has GPS. So this will automatically hover in place and automatically return to home and land, especially if you fly out of range of the controller. It's going to come back home and land where it took off from. Or on command by pressing a button on the controller, the drone will also come back and automatically land itself with a return to home and landing. Now, one thing I didn't see that this have is, I don't know, we'll find out today when we go fly it. Does it return to home and land on low battery? Now that is important also, I feel, but we'll find out if this actually has that when we go flying today. Let's see, what other thing, anything else special about, particularly special about the quadcopter? Yes, there is. One more thing I forgot to mention. This uses 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. You know, a lot of the other drones that you see today use 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, and the reason being that it doesn't interfere with 2.4 gigahertz of the controller, and you can get longer range. But the bad side of that 5 gigahertz is not everybody has that. That's 802.11 AC Wi-Fi, and not everybody has that on their phone, which is unfortunate because a lot of people have been buying drones recently. I've been seeing it in the comments, said, I can't get FPV on my drone, and it's because you didn't check to see if you had 802.11 AC Wi-Fi on your phone first. This one doesn't have that issue. Okay, again, let's just get off the subject because this one will work with most phones, fortunately. Okay, let's see, anything else? This comes with a 7.4 volt, how many milliamp per hour? 1300 milliamp per hour battery. Yeah, there you go, 1300 milliamp per hour, which gives it, I'm going to guess, about 10 to 15 minutes of flight time, somewhere in that range. It is charged through this micro USB port, but don't use a micro USB, your standard micro USB cable to charge this, because this doesn't have any protection circuitry inside it to stop the charging when the battery becomes full. Instead, use the provided wall charger plug that they give you. This is the charger, because it does have that. Okay, this will shut off once the battery reaches full charge. Okay, other things you get in the package, you get the manual, the instruction manual, which is in English, which is a plus. Does it even? I don't even think it comes in Chinese. Oh no, I take that back. It has to. In the back section is Chinese, the front section is English. Let's see, what else we got here? We got a full set of spare propellers and little propeller knobs that go on top of the. That's what's in this packet. That go on top of the propeller. You get another micro USB cable. Now, what's this micro USB cable for? Well, it's for the charger. The charger does not use AA or AAA batteries. It uses LiPo batteries. So it's charged through a LiPo port, which is located, let me find that LiPo port, there you go. It's charged through that little micro USB LiPo port right there. So again, you don't need to provide your own charger. Now let's go over this this controller real quick. It is a nice controller because it is well labeled. Okay, we have rates right here, speed. We have, this will turn your camera on and off for taking a photo is a quick press, and a video is a long press. This button here is for gyro calibration, and it says so. This is for your calibration of your compass, magnetic compass, with that button there. This button here is for automatic takeoff and landing. this button here, you can turn the GPS on and off and fly in altitude hold mode indoors if you want. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but you can do that. And on-off switch here. And this is headless mode. This does have headless mode, which you activate by pressing that button here. And automatic return to home and landing by pressing that button there. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and we are out on one of my favorite flying fields here with the S166 GPS drone. And we should be ready to go. Let's get it started. First off, we need to unfold it. And I'm folding the front arms first, and back arms second. Then we'll put it on the pad. And start it up by holding down this button here for about 3 seconds. And it's lit up. And then you turn on the controller by pressing this button here. And you look for that light to go solid. And that tells us right now that we have bind to the drone. Okay, we have bind to the drone. So the next thing we need to do is do the compass calibration. And to do that, we need to press this button here until you hear that beep. And the drone's lights will be flashing. And I really can't see them here in the sunlight, but I'm going to assume they're flashing. We're going to turn it clockwise 1 or 2 times. Okay, there we go. Until that light turns blue. Now we got a blue light. Then we go down, nose down, and rotate it a couple tabs until we got rapid flashing lights, and we got red light and blue light in the front, and the compass calibration is complete. So it only takes about 2 horizontal turns and 2 vertical turns to do the compass calibration. It does it real quickly. Okay, let's turn on the app and connect it to the drone. So hold on, folks. Okay, this is the CS GPS app available on Google Play and iTunes, and we are connected. I'm going to start video recording right now by pressing the video record button on the controller and starting the motors by down and out. And let's press that automatic takeoff button. Give it a little more throttle, get it into the air. And let's get in the picture, bring it down a little bit lower. And say, how do you like my shirt today, folks? Okay, look at those bright lights on the front of this thing. I want to show you that. These lights, let's get it up a bit higher. I can't get it to the right altitude. But these lights are so bright. You can actually fly this at night. And if you bring it up close enough, it will show up. You'll be able to see yourself with that. It shows up like high beams on front of this drone. Okay, so we're good to go. Let's go out and see what type of range we get with the FPV. And I'm looking at my screen here, watching it as I go out. Do I still have contact? That becomes iffy right about there. So don't expect great range with this particular drone. I'm trying to turn it around. But since it is recording using a microSD card, that shouldn't be an issue though. Because once we fly out of range, it should still record. So with that in mind, let's take it up with the controller. It flies very nicely, by the way. Very nicely. Nice and smooth. But we'll go up to about there, plop it there, and we're going to rotate around the area. Now again, this is a 2.4 gigahertz GPS drone, which means the range on this is going to be very, very short. Again, the controller is also operating on 2.4 gigahertz, so we have the issue of it interfering with the Wi-Fi signal on 2.4. That's why you see all these 5G Wi-Fi flyers these days, folks. The reason is they're trying to avoid the interference that you get from the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, and the way they do that is use 5 gigahertz. 802.11 AC Wi-Fi. From there, okay, I forgot to mention, this has a geofence automatically turned on, and you can turn it off if you want to go farther. But the idea is that the geofence is meant to protect you from going out of Wi-Fi range, although I think you're still going to exceed Wi-Fi range even with the geofence on because of the 2.4 gigahertz. Okay, let's try return to home and landing. Automatic return to home and landing. And that button is here on the controller. Let's see how accurate its return to home and landing is. It is overhead, coming down all by itself, folks. I'm not controlling it. Tilt my head back, way back, so you can see it up there. And I'm just holding the controller in my hand, but not controlling it. is how close its landing is. Not too bad, not too bad. About less than a meter, so good return to home and landing. Okay, I got signal back. I got Wi-Fi signal back. Great. Now I'm going to lower this camera a bit because I got a feeling I might be getting shots of the propellers in the video, but you can avoid that by lowering the camera. Now let me stop the video camera already stopped for some reason. Let me start it again. Okay, I'm recording. I think I'm recording. I see a camera insignia. I'm just going to hit that camera insignia to make sure that I'm recording. Okay, let's take to the air one more time. We got to start the motors again and take off. Next thing I want to try is follow me. I'm going to go over here, press the follow me button, see if anything happens. And sliding, follow me. And let's see if it actually follows me. And what type of follow me do we got here? Seems to be a Hudson style follow me, my favorite. Is it really? No, it's not Hudson style, because Hudson would maintain the same position in space. This one's a GPS DJI style follow me, like it's being pulled on a string. But it's working. Let's go around the area. Now, as with all these toy grades with their follow me, don't expect a very stable image because there's no gimbal on this drone, unfortunately. So it's going to move around. That image quality of this is going to move around quite a bit. Let me walk toward it. And it's flying around quite a bit. I'm going to have to land it right there. This thing needs another gyro calibration. Compass calibration, I mean. Let's stop the video and show you. Let's do that compass calibration again. Pressing this button here. And what's that say? Pick up the drone from the back, rotate your body in one full circle. Backlights will turn to a solid blue. Okay, face down. One full circle. And we are completed. So we should be good to go. Let's go back over to the takeoff pad. And we're going to take off from over here and try the other features of this. Namely, I want to try waypoints. Okay. We're back here. Let's stop that video recording, make sure we got it. And starting it again. And starting the motors down and out. And automatic takeoff. Automatic takeoff's on. Let's go up a bit higher. Hit waypoints. Hold on, waypoints. And the app crashed. Let's open up the CSJ app one more time. Go in there. Start video recording again because okay. Record. Stop. Record. Okay, we're recording again with, what I meant to say was we're recording again with Mobazin. Let's try that one more time. Pressing that button there, and the app crashes. So, I got a feeling my Mobazin's interfering with this. So hold on, we're going to fly it without Mobazin, just to demonstrate the waypoints, to see if they actually work. Okay, I stopped Mobazin, and the reason I did that is because I want to make sure that we are, it's not interfering with the app here. But let's try that waypoints again. We're going to hit waypoint feature, and we do get it this time. And I'm getting a map also. So that's good. And let's hit center where the location of the drone is. There's the location of the drone. And let's see if we can get some map information. Well, there we go. All right. Now I got to zoom in because we got to fly within that red circle. We're going to maintain within that red circle. And let's pick some waypoints. One there. Let's see. I'm trying to draw a waypoint. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and how many more? That's it. 4 waypoints. Then we're going to hit send to the drone and fly. And I think we need to start the motors. And I probably need to be in the air to use this. So let's hit takeoff. and hit send. And is it going to do anything? No, I guess I need to draw those waypoints again, unfortunately. Let's try it again then. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And hit send. And start. And is it doing anything? Not really. So the waypoint feature does not seem to be working here. So let's try that send one more time. Do something. Waypoint. It looks like it's flying toward the next. No, it's not. It's just hovering there. So we're going to land it there. Waypoint feature seems to need some work. So let's go next. Let's try something different. And with that in mind, I am going to turn on Mobazin back again so we can see what we're doing here. So hold on, folks. I'll get Mobazin started. Okay, I gave up on trying waypoints, but let's try the circle bee. Starting the video again, and starting the motors, and trying the automatic takeoff again, and going up a bit. And let's type this time. Let's go up right about there. This time, let's hit circle position, and we're going to type in 10 meters, and hit green arrow, submit, done, and confirm. And let's see what it does. It's moving away to about 10 meters. We are recording, making sure it's recording. Plopping itself there and starting in circle position. So let's go up a bit higher too. So circle position is working. Go over there, and I'm seeing FPV. Let me mark this. So circle position works. Waypoints, not so much. Follow me works, a little bit iffy. And what can you say? So it is a toy drone after all. But actually the circle position works rather well, very well. So I like that. So let's stop circle position, because that's about enough of that. Where is that at again? There. Circle position, stop. So let's bring it right overhead one more time. Are we still recording? Yeah, we're still recording. But from there, let me turn it toward the mountains, easy off in the distant mountains, and going up, let's take it up high. Right about there. And what altitude does it say we are at? Height 17 meters up. Let's go up a bit higher. About 20 meters or so. Well, even more than that. I'm saying we're about 30, yeah, 25 meters up. And let's rotate from that position. Now it's holding its position rather well up in the sky there. The GPS on this is rather accurate. So, I'm trying to do a slow rotate if I can. Rotating about the area, looking at the sun now. I don't want to look at the sun. Let's look at the town. And that should be enough. So let's come down, going forward, around the area, and reducing throttle to bring it down. Flying quickly, reducing throttle, because I want to try pictures next, photos. If I can bring it down from way up there. It comes down rather slowly, folks, so if you set it up high, keep that in mind. Its descent is slow. So, coming back. Now, those bright headlights really help in orientation. So, I want to bring it over here. Right about there. And rotate it toward me. Now, I'm going to stop the video camera. Video is stopped. Let's take a picture. Take another picture. Take another picture. I didn't hear the click. Let's try that again. Take another picture. Huh. Where's that click? Oh, it's recorded video. I want a photo. Let's try a photo. Got to do a quick press. One more. Okay. That's enough of that. going back to video. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about that here. Let's turn off this. Quit the beginner mode, yes. So we can fly out or farther than and hit save. Beginner mode is off, and before we go out, how much battery power do we got left? We're getting low on battery, but we're going to see what it does on low battery. I'm gonna fly it until the battery kicks. The battery does something. Either it's going to drop from the sky, it's going to land itself where it's at, or it'll do return to home and landing. That's what I want to find out, folks. So we'll fly it until the battery dies. And it's still recording video. Flying overhead. See those clothes over here, folks? I'll tell you, some people, let me show that again. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's it doing? That's a return to home and landing. So now we know what it does. Whatever altitude it's at, when it gets low battery power, let me turn off the video too. Whatever altitude, we were low over there, and you hit low battery, it's going to make a beeline back to home base and land. So keep that in mind. If you're very low like I was, you might run into something on the way back. So it doesn't go back up high and then do return to home and land. It just comes back straight on low battery. So now we know. LVC, or it can do a return to home and landing on command. If you fly out of range, it'll do a return to home and landing, and also on low battery, it does a return to home and landing, but it stays at the same altitude. So that is the S166 GPS drone. Hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101, signing out. Hi, Quadcopter 101 here again. Hey, if you want to get your own shout out in one of my future videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's real simple. Just go to my channel page and click on that subscribe. And also make sure to click that bell button right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I release a brand new video immediately and give you a chance to get that first shout out. So give it a try, folks.